folks, JD here, and today we've got this little guy. This is the Eachine E013. It is otherwise known as the red pepper. And it is, well, you can see exactly why it's called the red pepper. Its body's in the form of a red chili pepper. You have a small camera to the front. You have 4 brushed motors. You have a small battery on the underside. There's no on or off button. These small motors are easily interchangeable should you require it. This particular set also comes with FPV goggles and a small transmitter. And that's the guy. Very small, very sweet. Now, when I be taking this up, the battery life on this isn't very long. It's about 4 to 5 minutes. So I'm going to be taking this up, see how it feels, bring it back down, put the goggles on, taking it back up again, see how the goggles react. I'll try and see if I can get a little bit of footage as well from the goggles by recording the goggles using this camera. And the goggles themselves are just standard Eachine VR006. Really small, very portable, entry-level goggles, that's all they are. It's going to work really well with this particular drone, I believe, because I've had these before with the Flying Frog and they did work really well. There's no DVR, so I can't be recording exactly from this, hence why I'm going to be recording it from here. So I'll tell you what folks, I'm going to stop yabbering, let's get this on the mat, calibrated, and let's take her straight up. Right, so with making this as level as possible, let's line up the plug in the socket. Then I'm going to put it down, and before I plug it in, I'm going to release it. No, I don't know what, I wasn't happy with that. I think I plugged it in before I actually put it down on the ground. So, wow, the contacts are very close to each other, so as soon as you plug it in, there we go. That's a little bit better. Okay, so turn on the transmitter, single one up and one down, open throttle and close throttle to bind. Then let's see about calibrating these gyros. There we go, so both analog sticks out to the bottom. And then you'll find that the gyros calibrate again. You'll have a little flashing LED, whoa, to tell you exactly when that is calibrated. So as I say, I'm going to take her up, let's have a little look at these speed modes and everything else. Then I'll bring her back down and then put the goggles on, and from there then, and take her back up. Alright then folks, let me look out of the way, and then let's take this up for a little flight. There we go, we're up. I like these little entry-level FPV racers. They give people the confidence to buy into the FPV racing world and then to progress. And I like that. So, this is speed mode 1, changing into speed mode 2. Oh, bless it. Very gentle. Look how gentle it is. Oh, I like it. Spins very quick. Look at that. Spins on a dime. Perfect. Speed mode 3. Oh, now here's where the fun begins. Very flighty in speed mode 3, exactly as you'd imagine. Taking a little bit of time to get some control out of there. Oh, down. I think the breeze we've got here today is a little bit too strong for this little geezer. So as a consequence, yeah, he got blown into the grass. So the breeze we've got coming in here for the second is down to 3.5 miles an hour. It's not very strong, but unfortunately it's overcast. So it is gonna mean that, right, okay, back to speed mode 1. I don't want to drain this battery straight away. So far I'm liking it. Right, let's bring it down. Let's kill that engine a couple of inches away from the ground there, so that no grass actually gets coiled up inside there. Okay, now what I'm going to do, let's turn on these goggles. Come on. Now these were charging for a while. Wow, okay, good. I thought there was going to be an issue there. Okay, let's go for the automatic scan. Yeah, there we are. It is scanning. It says in the bottom right that it's scanning. Oh, that doesn't seem to be as good. It seems to be floating back and forth. Let's see how that goes now. There we go, bam. We have got full picture. Okay, so I've taken my head cam off for the minute. I have put these goggles on my forehead just while I talk to you. I'm going to just take this up, take her for a little spin, see how she feels. I'm not going to be able to record anything obviously because there's no DVR. but at least I can let you know exactly how these goggles look and how they feel when I'm flying. So let's pop these down. Let's get everything I need for the second. Right, let's pop this down. I'm going to try and stay within focus. Let's take her up. Okay, the goggles feel nice on the face. We get a nice view as well, directly from the drone. The camera picture is good. It doesn't break up. It's nice colour actually. Oh, it is breaking up slightly. So I've just brought her down. She broke up at about 25-30 foot up in the air. When I mean broke up, what happened is I could see the picture, I could see exactly what was happening, but it was very, very, very interlaced, so therefore it was quite difficult to see through it, but I could see through it. I brought her back down to a level, and again, no problem, didn't have any issue then. The video just started to relay as normal, but I had to keep her down under that, I'm guessing, 20 foot sort of mark. So if I take her up again, she is reacting really well. This is only in speed mode 1, mind you, because I do want to get a bit more camera footage. And so far, she seems to be okay, you know. The picture is good. You can see it's in full colour. It's running on 5.771 gigahertz for the second. The battery in the phone is 3.7 volts. The OSD isn't brilliant, but it just gives you enough for you to see exactly what you are doing. But so far, the goggles felt nice and comfy. They weren't too heavy at all. They were quite small, so I did find that on my gigantically fat face that they were actually, they did feel a little bit, I noticed that they were very small. But video relay was good, as I say, up to about 20-25 foot, and then it just started to break up quite badly. As soon as I brought the quadcopter back down to within, like just under 20 foot, I would have said, then it started to transmit it started to transmit properly. But in order for all this to work, I did keep her extremely close to me, just straight up in the air pretty much. I didn't take her out that far. Now I can see the light is flashing. I'm ignoring that for the second. I want to try and see if I can get as much footage as possible on this guy, because I know this video. Oh no, he's down. He's down. Let me try and see if I can take him back up, but he did just bring himself directly down to the floor. So if I put him there, no, look at that, we are totally out. So okay, that's not too bad anyway. Let's unplug this. So that's about the standard time that you get for an FPV racer, and even though it's not ideal, it's very in keeping with the standard racer time. Now, with the goggles, where did I put them? Oh yes, they're being recorded. There we go. So if excuse me for a second folks, as I just reassemble my production studio. Let's turn off these goggles for now. I don't need those on. Right, so the drone worked very well. I was very happy with it. 3 speed modes, no problem. We didn't get a chance to have a look at the flips, but the 3 speed modes did work. Now what I was concerned about is when I've done the other reviews like the Flying Frog and things like this, people have said you haven't put the goggles on. Even if we can't see the footage, we don't know how well these goggles work. Well, I can tell you this time I did put the goggles on. As you saw, I did fly with the goggles on. The goggles are okay. Now that is your viewing space there. It's not very wide, as you can see directly inside there. It's not very wide at all. You just see exactly what you need to see. Now the good thing is about having a small viewing angle like this, a full small viewing center rather like this, is that when your nose is inside this sort of cutout here, you can't see a lot of light either side. Now with a lot of time with goggles, I spend them with them on my head. I have to adjust, take them off, adjust, and then put them back down. I mean, adjust again and constantly adjust until this little bit of light I see either side disappears. Now that happened straight away for me. I didn't see anything either side. It was very nice. This foam is very comfy. The goggles weigh next to nothing, so therefore it felt really good on the face. The transmission was acceptable. Now I did go 25 foot up in the air directly above me. I didn't take him out on purpose because, well, if I'd lost him in this, I would have totally lost him, and that's not fair for the animals or anything which are in here. I didn't want them to, eat that and then hurt themselves. So taking him straight up video relay worked well until about 25 foot, bring them back down to under 20 foot, and it worked really well. Full colour, really crisp, really clear, no problem at all with those goggles, as long as you keep them under 20 foot, I find. Transmitter. It's small. You have every single button that you could ever want on here, including trims for your pitch and roll, your speed modes, your 3D flips. Everything inside there is just a standard transmitter, and it's in keeping with the package. So you have small goggles, small drone, small transmitter, and it just works. I can't say any more than that. It just works, and that's exactly all you need from this particular package. And for the price, folks, I mean, do you know what? For the price, I think it's absolutely fantastic. I really do. Now, I'm going to be using this in the future to fly around my house. Good little quadcopter for a little bit of FPV practice around the home. So there we are, folks. Thanks ever so much for watching and listening. I've been JD. You've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy flying.